All right, let's go ahead and get started here. So we start off on this home page here. We click Take the Test Now. We're on the next page. It asks for your name and your business, your contact name, email, phone, and you're buying a business. So go ahead and click Next. And you've got to put in your address here, your city, your state, all that sort of good stuff. For the month and year that your business was started, most routes, FedEx and bread routes, both have been around for decades. So the business started actually who knows when, so just put in something, over 10 years. That should suffice for right now. So transportation, C corporation right now is probably going to be an S corporation. Most people that are getting FedEx routes are going to have that as an S corp. Sometimes red routes require the same. Sometimes they just require an LLC. So put in whatever the revenue is, and then it's asking you about your IRA and 401k just to see if you wanted to do personal equity funding loans, if you wanted to take like a loan out on that. So you can put that in if you want. Click Next. And so at the end of this, it's actually going to go through and show all of the different loan programs that we are sort of like kind of approved for based on what we've put in. So on this one, it's starting to ask about the credit that you have. Some of the loan programs do allow for a little bit lower credit, and most of the others, like the unsecured lines of credit, like up to like 200,000, I think, generally require credit scores over 700. So probably want to put something in there. It's wanting you to pay for a credit report. There's no sense in doing that until you actually see what the programs are and see if it's even worth your time. So I wouldn't do that yet. Just go ahead and click Next. And here it sort of shows a little bit about the things that you might be approved for. You can go ahead and just click on Continue through this. I'm more interested in getting to this next page here. And here's your member ID and your password that gets all set up there. And you can go ahead and log in. And then on this page down in the lower left hand corner, you will see where your the funding programs that are available. So like the unsecured lines of credit, that's probably the most common one that I hear people using and actually getting approved for and actually getting a pretty decent amount of money to buy a route with. The personal equity funding, that's for the 401k, those sorts of things. The revenue-based loans, sometimes I've heard of people occasionally getting this loan. With FedEx routes, of course, your revenue can be huge. Of course, your expenses are as well, but you can still end up making a pretty good net profit. Equipment finance, also again relevant for larger fleets. Maybe where the trucks are worth, let's say 20 or 30,000 a piece. You might be getting 6 trucks with the route bundle that you're getting. Might be pretty valuable for you there. The SBA 7 loan program, I actually haven't heard of too many people getting approved for that. Seems like, it says yes, apply now, but I think that's kind of like a waste of time, just from prior experience. Receivables financing, it's not really applicable to us anyway. We don't have receivables in this industry. We're not chasing down people and trying to get paid left and right. We're getting paid weekly from multi-billion-dollar companies, so we don't really worry about that. And the Business Express loan, this is if you've got tax returns from the seller. A lot of times that's not really going to be very relevant because the tax returns have sort of twisted and mangled the numbers around in so many different ways that you can't even tell what the owner was actually ever making, which is another reason why I don't recommend them for due diligence, or at least a sole element of due diligence in route evaluation. So anyway, that's basically all there is to it at this point. You're gonna basically need to talk to someone at this company to really get some information. So just click on one of them, and then boom, on the next screen here, contact your fundability advisor and give them a call, and they'll actually be able to walk you through things pretty quickly. And that's probably the best use of your time. So anyway, hopefully this helped out, and hope to hear from you soon. Take care.